Alright guys, we're going to talk about our final topic here in the geometry. Okay? And this is called the law of sines, as well as the law of cosines. Okay, so now I provided you with this um, PowerPoint illustration. Um, some of it's a lot of algebra, but okay, you're just going to have to bear with it. It's not so bad. Okay, just give it a chance. I may end up doing this on two videos, one with law sines, one with cosines. Okay, so here it is. Okay, we knew previously that in any right triangle we could associate the lengths of the sides with the angles through the trigonometric ratios of sine, cosine, or tangent, SOHCAHTOA, if you will. Okay, now, all right, we're going to tell you that for any triangle, okay, that's any triangle, that's not just for right triangles, we can find a relationship existing between the sides and the angles, okay? And I'm going to remind you of one formula that we came up before with, okay? We had mentioned, okay, that if you had two sides and the included angles, okay, two sides and the included angle, you could find the area of the triangle, okay? And we're going to use that to find out what we call the rule called the law of sines, okay? Now, most of these pictures will always reference the following, okay? Side A is opposite angle A. Side B is opposite angle B, and side C opposite angle C, okay? Now we remember, so that we knew if we had angles if we had sides A, B, and angle C, then 1/2 A times B times the sine of C gave you the measure of the area. Okay? Now, okay, the truth of the matter is that if I had any two sides, okay, and the included angle, say I had sides B and C and angle A, okay, right here with this formula, I could find the area. And lastly, okay, with sides A and C and angle B, I could find the area. So these three expressions are equal, okay? If I proceed and take those three and multiply them by 2, I come down to this expression. If now I elect to divide both sides by, okay, the product of A, B, and C, I will come up with this, okay, which is called the law of sines, the law of sines, okay? Just remember the bottom result here, okay? That's the sine of angle C over side C is equal to the sine of angle A over sine A, which is equal to the sine of angle B over the side opposite angle B. Again, so C side is opposite C angle, you know. A side is opposite A angle, and B side is opposite B angle, okay? Sometimes you might want to reciprocate these. Say C over sine C equals A over sine A equals B over sine B. It makes no difference, okay? Here's a case in point where it's very often used, okay? Here's the end result. The angle is found. But of course, you have to go through this law of sines to find it. The law of sines works under two very specific conditions. Here's one of them. It says you have to have, okay, two sides and one opposite angle. So I got two sides, 49/16, and I have an opposite angle here at, opposite 49. So I'm setting up my law of sines. Now I don't need to use the three-way ratio that the law of sines has. It's the sine of the angle over the side opposite it. The sine of the angle x, the sine of x over the side opposite it. So there it is. I set it up. Okay. I use my calculator to find the numerical value of the sine of 115. Remember, we want to be in degree mode. Okay. So now I'm down to this. Okay. I got that sine of 115 is the decimal value 0.906. I cross multiply. Okay. And then I divide by 49, which gives me the sine of x equals this value, which means If I want x, I have to take the inverse sine. So I say the inverse sine of this ratio, 14.9 over 49, is equal to my value of my angle x, and that is found to be 17.2. You would be well advised to go through and do these calculations for yourself, okay? Another example, all right? Here, okay, we can see what the answer is going to be. So you can go forth and try it for yourself if you want. Again, the law of sines will only work when you have a combination of an angle and a side opposite that angle given. We have that. We have an angle of 29 and the side opposite it given. So we're going to proceed, and if you need service hours, you should go right now as Mr. Vaccaro is requesting, okay? Okay, so go and get your service hours now. Here is the setup as we see, okay? So, okay, now notice in this way, I reciprocate it. Really doesn't make any difference. I had the side and the sine over the sine of the angle, okay? The side and the sine over the angle. So x over sine 118 equals 11 over sine 29. I type those values in my calculator, sine of 118, 0.88, sine of 29, 0.48. Cross multiply, solve for x, find x is equal to 20.17. That's the length of that missing side. Okay, that's the length of that missing side, okay? So we're going to end it right here for now and come back and get the law of cosines in the next video.